Alrighty, people. All right. Let me turn this down. Shout out to everybody that's here in the chat. Wanna I was gonna come on last night and do a podcast, but I just figured everybody was playing everybody was doing the whole Ghost of Tsushima thing. So which is fine. I don't blame people. So I don't blame you if you wanted to play Ghost of Tsushima. That's what I would have done. I'm picking up my copy today. I'm going up to the store after the podcast. Actually, they don't open till noon. Mm. So we're gonna get down and play right there. So I'll get the game. I'll probably boot it up hopefully around 3 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and get past this part on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm at the end, unlocking the family secret, so to speak. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish that. But I do apologize. I was gonna do this, like I said, yesterday. But I figured you all were playing Ghost of Tsushima and had a big day with the with the PlayStation reveal of the monitor. My goodness, of the gamepad. But a lot of stuff happened. I got some other things that we can talk about here. First of all, I want to say rest in peace to John Lewis. He was a civil rights icon. He died last night of cancer. So definitely rest in peace for Mr. Lewis here. I'm going to have a little moment of silence for Mr. Lewis here. All right, and with that said, rest in peace, Mr. Lewis. This civil rights icon saw a lot of changes in the country, good and bad. Mostly good, I think he would say. But rest in peace to him. So what is going on, people? Hit that like button as you come in. It is 9 o'clock. Well, it's a little after 9. It went ahead and got a little bit of a late start. Didn't have my camera set up. So I got the camera going. As you kids would say, I've cammed up. Haven't shaved at all. So but it is what it is. I'm out here with the killer grizzly look this morning. So, but yeah, we're going to talk about Ghost of Tsushima, what you guys think that actually bought it. Sony hitting back against Microsoft. What a generational leap really is. And the DualSense show, I don't know how many of you all watched that one. We'll talk about that. Rest in peace, Xbox X. The whole beast is coming and you're scared and you're damage controlling. The daggone thing didn't make it to 3 years. They killed it before it was 3 years old. That's how terrible it was. Okay, so when you come out with a product and within 30 months already announced its demise, it's over. It did not do well. So yeah, I watched Sick's channel a little bit yesterday at work. Sick and Marlin Gaming Nation. Oh, big shout out to Marlin Gaming Nation, ladies and gentlemen. He had Jeff Grubb on, so you all need to go check that out. Yes, Jeff Grubb Snacks himself was on there for about 45 minutes to an hour. They had a real good podcast. So go check that out. That's still up on his channel. Yeah, X was going to give it to me. That's right. But shout out to everybody that's here. Also, the Unreal Engine 5. I want to know you all's thoughts on what you saw about the Unreal Engine. I saw you all watching that the other day with sick humor. Also, the fact that the Canadian con man has been exposed, this time by a developer, about the SSD, the Velocity architecture versus the Sony architecture. And I'll break that down real fast. There's one number you have to understand, and with all that, and then also the epic Unreal demo that was shown on PlayStation 5. That was unoptimized. I left a link in the description from WCC Tech, and I don't know if you all know this, but that epic Unreal demo that can run at 60 frames a second. That's according to Epic. It's just that what we saw running was unoptimized. But remember, it was 8K, it was 1440p, and it was 30 FPS, but it was unoptimized. So apparently it can run at 60 frames a second. I did leave a link in the description, and so that you all can check it out yourselves, because I'm not the Xbox guy that lies to you. Okay, that is RDX. It's outright lying. But shout out to everybody that's here. Shout out to Super Lumen Hyena. Shout out to the REC. Shout out to Paul G and Ice Queen Gaming. How are you all doing this morning? Let's see who else is here. Lincoln Clay, what's up, brother? What is happening? What is happening? So, yeah, I had the music going this morning. I appreciate you all listening to that. It's still going. It's just out of, I just got it turned down. Ice Queen says she's getting Ghost of Tsushima August 7th. I understand. Hey, it'll be on the shelves in August. I want to get it and get it done. That way I can play Madden. And if you don't know, the football team, the Washington Redskins, they have taken they're changing their name and their mascot and everything. Madden is actually EA has actually gone in and taken that name out. They've taken it out of Madden 21. I think if you still got Madden 20, you can still use it. But Madden 21, yeah. So yeah, we've got. I want to ask you all that are playing Ghost of Tsushima, what do you all think about it so far? Good, bad? What are some of the good things? What are some of the things you've noticed it could have been better? Just asking. So JS, what is happening? He says he's playing it now and it's really good. Okay. Just asking for your, I don't know how far in you all are. Like I said, I was at work yesterday when it came out, and I got home right at 8 o'clock, so my store that I have it reserved at, the GameStop, it was closed. So, again, they open at noon today. That's why I'm on at 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock, because I'm going to sashay on up there. I'm going to head up there about 11:15. And I'm going to go to Best Buy first. I'm going to Best Buy first. I may get a new monitor today. I don't know. So, Lincoln Clay said he's going to pick up Madden on the PS5. I heard that. The REC says he doesn't post, but well, let me know when you get your channel up so I can sub there, bro. Just send me a tweet or an email, and I'll definitely will share your posts and things like that on my channel if you don't mind. Once you get it going, just let me know. I help out anyway. Let me know, bro. PS5 looks like a panda, and it does look like a panda. Says Ghost is very food, is what it is. I guess that's a good thing. Food is good. Phillips N22 said it's fun as hell right now, so that's good. So Danny saying there's a lot of ray tracing. Okay, well, I tell you what, I've never seen all that ray tracing in The Last of Us Part 2. If it's got more than that, well, so be it. So I may pick up 2 games today. I'm feeling frisky on that wallet. Like I said, Trump gave us that reparation money, so I'm still riding on that. I may not, so I'm feeling a little frisky with him though. So may go ahead and spend a little bit. Got my new credit card in. I'm getting guys. Make sure you get your credit rebuilt. I simply will say I effed mine up, years ago, and I've rebuilt it, so I'm doing pretty good on it now. So yeah, so it says the graphics of Ghost of Tsushima are insane. So do you all think it's a good swan song for the PS4? It's just a good way, because I like how they opened with the Sucker Punch game. I don't know if you all know that they opened Sucker Punch's Infamous Second Son was like their big game when they first got everything rolling. So do you all think it's a good swan song with The Last of Us Part 2, and then you got Ghost of Tsushima? And again, remember, I was bearish on Ghost of Tsushima until I saw those stealth missions when they did that state of play. I'm like, oh, I'm buying this. I'm buying this. So yeah. So you all are saying absolutely. PUG channel saying he played Ghost for about an hour and he ate something. He took a nap. Okay. Well, I understand that. You know me, I'll play a game for like an hour just to kind of get a sense on how the game moves. and then I'll restart the game. That's just what I've been doing for a while. So everybody says it's a good swan. So yeah, please hit that like button, hit that share button. And like I said, hopefully everything is working well on the channel. If a donation comes through, maybe able to see the black the black booty buster right there. What's going on, Eric? Eric, are they going to play NFL football this year? I saw a new helmet. I don't know if you all seen the NFL helmets that has this huge shield in front of their faces. So I don't know if you all seen it. It's still inside their mask, but it's just FYI. I don't know if they're going to play. Hmm. I've heard maybe only 3 preseason games. So so yeah, I'll speak on that real fast. So let me look. You all know my entire thing has been. Eric said they better play football. Okay, I heard that. So I heard that. There'll be a lot of angry bettors if they don't play. Let's put it like that. Yeah, so my entire take on this has been this is um, when you look at the fact that the Xbox X put out its specs first, and then the PlayStation followed. If you look at the timeline, and you're honest with yourselves, you'll see where the Xbox community, there were people in it who were saying that there's no way that the PS5 can match what the PlayStation's doing. Again, we've got screenshots from everybody saying all this cockamamie stuff and things like that. So, when once that happened, the Epic, the people who do Unreal, they show an Unreal demo on the PS5, and again, the Unreal demo was unoptimized, but we see the Unreal demo, and ever since then, there are people within the Xbox community. It's not the Xbox community. There are people within the Xbox community that have been just reeling from that gameplay demo. And ever since then, everything's been talking about the SSD and the differences in the SSD and things like that. I'll simply tell you the differences in the SSD is 60%. The PS5, the number you have to understand is the 2.4 number that the Xbox X has, which is fast, okay? And but the PlayStation one is 60% faster, so it's right at 5.4 something, 5.5, and that is a devastating number. That's a huge advantage for PlayStation as the generation goes, because the developers are already on record saying they're going to be building their games based off the SSD technology, meaning that they're going to be streaming a lot of content into place. So again, they've been reeling ever since then, and there's a group of them, including D-Batch, who got his cheeks busted yesterday by a developer. Okay, not by a fanboy, not by I don't want to hear about not by some pony. It was a developer that pretty much called bullshit on him. So again, that's a developer. So it is what it is, guys. So then he came back and said, "Well, I just wanted people to know that the PlayStation one wasn't, or the Xbox one wasn't as slow as people thought." And again, Digital Foundry has already said the PlayStation one is much faster. They've already said the Xbox version is fast, but it's just not as fast as the PlayStation. Not going to do as much. But again, their Xbox's solution was to throw a bunch of computation units out there. And that's why they have the more CUs and they have more T-flops. Those are things that help computate things. Sony went with a lower computation, but with a much faster SSD. So to do most of the work. So it is what it is. You had Post Up talking about the Xbox is going to be sustained and the Sony one's not, even though the Sony one will be sustained. Just this lie after lie. But they got exposed, so it is what it is. So, but yeah, and I was watching Next Gen 720's podcast yesterday, and then I watched the rest of it this morning. And just some of the comments, like the person said, man, those dudes are frauds and liars. So it's just, it is what it is, So they're known frauds and liars. So it's just, don't even give them the energy anymore. Hmm. Ah. So, but yeah, you all can go check that out. Some developer pretty much said he wanted his LinkedIn credentials and all this kind of stuff, and which he doesn't have any. And so it's just like, yeah, he must have gotten his friggin' credentials at a Walmart or something like that. It was funny as hell. But anyway, what's up, Impatient Fire? But moving on to the topics. Let's go ahead and start the show off. You all say Ghost of Tsushima is a fun game so far that you have played it. Shout out to everybody that went out and bought it. Now, did you buy the physical copy or did you buy it digitally? Okay, just asking. Did you buy it physically or did you buy it digitally? So, so it is what it is. So shout out to all the members that are here. I love it. So so there's a digital, the REC about affiliate. I'm buying it physical. So I'm not a big fan of digital content because once you run out of space, you run out of space. Pre-order digital. Yeah, I'm going to get mine today, physical. So like I said, I'll be leaving here in about 2 hours. Well, Mr. Deception 62, I don't think it's as much fairy tales as they're trying to mitigate the damage that Unreal Engine demo. And what did you all think of the Unreal demo that they had? Was it Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday. They were talking about how they're researching Gears 5 to be 120 FPS. They're going to have ultra graphics on it. Now, granted, the game is a year old, but that's still good, right? I'm just, I already played Gears. I beat Gears. I'm not going to go back and play it again. But the fact that they'll be able to go back on Series X and play in ultra graphic settings at locked 64K, do you all think that's a good thing? Did you all not like that demo? Somebody said the Gears 5 Unreal 4. It's Unreal 5. That was an Unreal 5 demo they were showing, right? It wasn't Unreal 4. I thought they've moved it into Unreal 5. So it doesn't compare at all. Well, I mean, again, but this is going to actually be a game you see on Unreal 5. Now, granted, it's old, but it's still on Unreal 5. So somebody said it was trash. That's terrible. How is it trash? So doesn't really. Well, it can. But if you actually have access to it, you can get it. All right. How are they getting the Unreal 4 engine to do that then? So what are they doing? So are they using the Unreal 4 engine and they're just using the additional assets from Series X? Or are they using Unreal 5? Is that because I couldn't really listen because I was at work, but I was able to watch a little bit of it. So, and what they said some interesting stuff. Mm. Ah, so they did say some interesting stuff. But yeah, the Unreal demo on PS5, that was unoptimized. It's Unreal 4 with PC assets. Okay, so they're able to put PC assets into all right, with Series X. All right. Well, I mean, all right. Well, do you guys think that's a good thing or a bad thing? So, I mean, my question is it a good thing or a bad thing? I'm asking. I mean, I'm not buying a Series X. Also, I want to give a shout out to Big Cloud Gaming. Go check out RGT yesterday. And check out Foxy Games UK. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but remember Foxy Games is going to get a Xbox Series X. Now he's not going to because they're not going to have games for 2 years, and all the games that they come out will run on the Xbox One X. So, it says it's actually better than PC Ultra settings. Well, there's not anything better than that. Okay. And I heard it's going to be ultra settings, but it's going to be they're able to push the asset intake higher. Which again, I'm just asking overall, is it a good thing or a bad thing? I mean, I'm not buying it, so for you all who are physically going to go and buy one, is this good or bad? Because again, remember Foxy Games said he was buying one, but he changed his mind, and so did BitCloud. That whole thing on them not having games for 2 years, that's a big deal. I mean, I don't care who you are. If you tell me that It's like if you give me some equipment and you tell me it ain't gonna work for 2 years, man. That's a big deal for me. Now, is it a big deal for you all? This is all based on what you all as consumers want to do with your money. It has nothing to do with me, nothing to do with me bashing the Xbox because I'm not buying one. I've been on record saying I'm not going to buy one. So I don't want to hear your lip. All right. I'm trying to see what you guys are going to do because we're actually moving into the end game, so to speak, here. So PlayStation just released their last PS4 exclusive game, AAA. Now I'm not here to say they won't have some more AA games. I'm sure they will. But so we're at the end game here. This generation ends when I ended yesterday. Mm. So Impatient Fire said PC has insane settings, which is even higher. It will push some settings higher, but than Ultra, but not all. Well, yeah, that's fine. And I'm asking, is that enough for you guys to go back and play a game that's a year old? That's it. I mean, that's a consumer question, okay? The console war is about money. Okay, that's what if there's an old saying, you want to figure out the crime, you follow the money. And at the end of the day, the console war is about money. It's about a group of podcasters who can make money off of going back and forth. So that's what they're going to do, even if they have to make stuff up. Okay, at the end of the day, if they have to lie to get you to put money into a super chat, that's what they're going to do. That is the truth. So, um, Post down said GT7 is going to be in PS4. Well, I'm sure he provided a link that proves that, right? That I just said that. Okay, look, literally, look. If they're not going to be able to provide a link, then they're just saying stuff to say, and that it doesn't matter who that is. Okay, it could be me. It could be. It doesn't matter who it is. So. Now, what now? Madden 21 will have a team just named Washington once you connect to the internet with Madden 21. Yeah, that's what I heard, Pub. Yeah, they put that was on ESPN.com yesterday. It was a big news. Impatient Fire says, nope, not enough for him. He skipped Gears 5 on PC. Again, I like Gears, so I'm not going to get a Series X just to play it, though. But I played it at 60 plus frames per second, and I played it at 1080p at ultra graphics, so or high graphics. So again, I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, do you all think that do you all think some people will get it for that? So, hmm. I mean, again, if they're going to release Mass Effect, because somebody keeps saying that they're going to release Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 a remaster with ultra graphic settings and stuff like that. I may buy it for that. I mean, because I'm such a big fan of that series. But again, I'm on record. I'm going to buy the Lockhart or whatever they're calling it, Xbox Series S. If that's real and it targets 1080p, 60 frames a second, I'll look into buying that. So Paul G said he's making stuff up. Oh yeah, I'm not saying that he is or isn't. I'm simply saying to you guys, just simply say, if you see something like that, put link and a question mark and then see what he says. And that goes for me too. But everything I'm telling you, I have links to them. You can go look at them yourself. So, because I want you all to say that I'm lying. I want somebody in that chat over here. Shout out to the people in the chat. But I would love for you to say that I'm lying. That way I can bust cheeks. That's why everything I talk about has a link. Everything. So the only opinion thing I'm going to do is a generational leap. So, but that's it. So, but everything else, I wanted you all's opinion on Ghost of Tsushima because again, I don't have it yet. Sony did hit back at Phil Spencer with all his friggin' talk on generations and buying stuff. The DualSense show was yesterday, and Xbox X is being discontinued. All that is true. All that is true. So, so Jim says he's hungover. Well, I know that feeling. So I'm not hungover yet. I am going to go out and get me an adult beverage. I'm going to do some Malibu rum and some vanilla ice cream with vanilla. Put some vanilla Coke in there. I don't know. This is a good drink for you all. as you get older, vanilla ice cream, vanilla Coke, okay, Malibu rum, and vanilla extract. Mix it together in a blender, make a smoothie. You will be hammered. I'm telling you, something good. I'm telling you. Yeah, D-Batch and them doing math. I mean, like I said yesterday on Twitter about D-Batch, Black Lives Matter, but his don't. They can have D-Batch. I proudly sacrificed the Canadian con man, on the stake, So it is what it is. So that's a good drink, I'm telling you, man. So yeah, they always say do the math, but they can't do math. I mean, how the hell are you gonna do math? Africans invented math. Don't tell me to do the math, idiots. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and start with Xbox X, guys. So remember, the beast is coming, and you're scared, and you can't handle 6 T-flops, and these idiots put those scorpion symbols in their names on Twitter. Only 3 years later, not even 3 years later, the system is gone, just like that. Poof. Killed by the PlayStation and the Nintendo Switch that is less powerful. Okay? Now, this whole thing is, well, we're going to steal. All right, think about this. Think about this, guys. Think about this. When you go to trade in your Xbox X and it's been discontinued, they're not going to hardly give you anything for it. So, I mean, they're not going to give you anything for it at all, simply because it's not worth anything. Okay? It's not worth anything. I mean, that's the truth. That is the truth. Okay? So, isn't you do the math, though? So, it may be. I didn't buy an Atari Jaguar. They'll give me 20. Well, think about it. If you're a businessman and I bring in a product that's been discontinued, okay, that's been discontinued, you're not going to give me a whole lot for it because you're taking a chance. If you buy it, you're trying to resell it at the max amount. And if I say, well, man, look, this thing's been discontinued, they're not going to support it for 2 more years. In another 2 years, it's gone. It's gone. It's going to be in the trash. So people said when it came out, it was just a door holder, and that's exactly what it's become. So, ZX to D says they're going to keep taking L's as long as they keep lying about the. Yeah, they will. They will. I just don't know why they feel like they have to lie. I've never understood that. When you can look at what's actually happening, we can actually look at that. There's no reason to lie. Okay, there's no reason to lie. So I've never understood that. So, but yeah, I mean, again, so are you all going to go out and buy an Xbox X now? Now, I mean, they're being discontinued, right? They are being discontinued. So, I mean, why in the world are you going to go out and buy something that's not going to be here in the next 2 years? Hashtag, you're an idiot if you do something like that. Woo! um, yeah, Impatient Fire, he is correct, Andre Clay. He is. That's no fanboy, okay? As soon as they said discontinued, actually the price, and Impatient Fire will tell you this, the price will come down and the value goes down too. Now, the good news is that if you want one, the price will go down. That's actually good if you want one, right? Right. So, well, again, and what about the rumor? I mean, this is a rumor. Jeff Grubb reported this, saying that games with gold or something like that, or whatever this is, it's going away. They're discontinuing that as well. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. So, because Microsoft hasn't come out and said that, but my God, if they get rid of games with gold, that's been around for years. So, So you'll give them $125 for one. Yeah, I mean, I'll go in there today and be like, look, they'll say, how much is an Xbox One X? And they say, it's this. I will do this, getting discontinued. They give me $100 for it. So why would they go up in price, Andrew? Explain. A dude says Spider-Man PS5 is DLC. That's not what he said. He said, in his opinion, they could have made it on PS4, but okay, the devs said that they couldn't, or that they wanted to make it for PS5. So that's what he said, actually. So that's the deal. That's the dealio, as Buster Rhymes would say. Mm. They'll be hard to find. Actually, no, they won't be. They're very easy to find. They'll be discounting the 1 year gold card. Now, that is very possible. That's possible. That's if it's true. Let's caveat that, Paul G, with if it's true. He called it DLC on Ryan's podcast. No, I didn't. Well, I didn't hear Ryan's podcast. I was at work. When I did hear him on Marlon Gaming, he said that that's not is that me? Yeah, that's me. I'm cammed up, as the kids would like to say. So to die for says he bought an Xbox One X Scorpio edition and it died on you in 7 months. Really? Wow. D-Bash. Yeah, look, D-Bash is a fraud. We know that now. Let's just call it like it is. D-Bash is a friggin' fraud. So, and it's just, I'm not going to give him any energy anymore. I'm glad a developer actually called BS on him, and now it's time to move on. When the developer calls BS on you, it's time to move on. I'm done talking about that clown. So, like I said, Black Lives Matter, but his don't. So, yeah, Ashton Jack fan, and we talked about that a little bit. A lot of the stuff with the SSD is simply because of the Epic demo. Okay, you got to understand that Epic demo that they showed running on the PS5, that really did hurt the Xbox community. Okay, it did. There's no getting around it anymore. So, I mean, that was my hypothesis. Now there's just too much out there now. They did not like the fact that Sony actually had a game demo running that that cannot run on Series X. Because again, they sat around in these circle jerks and they said that we would, that the Xbox would fundamentally be able to do things that the PlayStation could. Again, they lied. They got exposed. It's time to move on. Okay, so I'm done with talking about them in that podcast. So, and of course, Andre Clay, you can provide a link where Sony paid for that demo. This is not the RDX podcast. You're going to actually have to back up what you say. So go ahead and drop that link in there. So, if you can't find a link, it means that you're just pulling something out of your tush. And if you're pulling something out of your tush, that means your cheeks are going to get busted. So my advice to you going forward in your life is to stop lying. Okay? Stop lying. So, but moving on, the DualSense show with Jeff Keighley. The DualSense show with Jeff Keighley. Andre Clay, that is some blue pill stuff. You're now conflating one thing and another, and you can provide a link that says that Sony paid for Epic to just put that demo there. Go ahead and do it. It should be easy. Use whatever search method you need to do, but go ahead and put it in there. Or somebody's going to be putting something in your tush. Okay? Somebody's going to ruin your butt. So again, if you're making an accusation, you can back it up by dropping a link. Okay? And if it won't let you drop a link, just go ahead and you don't have to. Yes, you do, you punk ass bitch. Yes, you do. Okay? So, yes, you do. It's that simple. We can do it the easy way, or we're going to do it the hard way. The choice is yours. So, but all right, let's talk about this DualSense show, okay? They actually showed the gamepad that is going to come with the PS5. And Jeff Keighley did a walkthrough with the gamepad. Well, here's the thing, and King Thrash said this about you, Andrew. He said because you guys don't have games, you all think social media is a game because you all don't have nothing else to do. So you all just make stuff up as you go along. So you take your corny bitch ass and you drop your link. Okay? It's that simple. Let's see if you can man up and do it. So, I mean, it's blue pill. It's blue pill. So, I mean, you mad, but they don't have any games to play. So they just make stuff up. And let me tell you this right now, Mr. Andrew Clay. If all you have on social media is your word, and if your word ain't worth shit, you ain't worth shit. So go ahead and drop your link. Go ahead and do it. Everybody's here. They're hearing me call you out. I mean, are you going to go blue pill and bitch out? Or are you going to actually man up and drop the link? You know, totally up to you. But what did you all think about the gamepad thing, the DualSense gamepad? Do you all like the size of it? It looks bigger. It looks like it's going to be bigger than the regular dual, I guess the dual shock. But Keeley said, I think Keeley said it was bigger, but it wasn't. It still wasn't as heavy. So, you know, so the Die Force said it looks amazing. Mm-hmm. Looks cool. So, what did you all think about the resistance of it? So he said there was resistance even when he was trying to go forward. So, you know, did I see the cartoon King Thrash made about the? I have not yet. I haven't yet. So, shout out to King Thrash. He's becoming my favorite YouTuber. I do got to convince Sick, though, to put me on one of his songs. I'm going to make a song, and I'm going to bust the cheeks of Andrew Clay if he don't drop this link. So, you know, so it is what it is. You'll judge when you get... Yeah, see, that's the way I am, Paul G. I want to use it. So, man, hopefully. And also, PlayStation, I guess, got some preliminary reports. They do feel like that they're going to be able to meet demand. I personally don't think they're going to. So, but they said that they can get 10 million PlayStations out the door. I don't think that's enough. I think they need at least 11 to 12 million in the United States alone. Okay, and they're talking about a worldwide launch. So I think they're going to release maybe 3 to 4.5 million in the United States. And the haptic feedback, it sounds really cool. Yeah, we have to. But Paul G is right. We'll have to gotta play it first. So gotta play it first. So that's called hip hop, Andre Clay. Probably you're too young to understand hip hop demands excellence, and the shit gets flushed down the toilet. So again, dude, drop your link on Sony paying Epic to do that demo. So I'm not. Guess what? You might be correct, but you need to go ahead and prove it. So, you know, it's one thing to say it, but you got to back it up. That's what men do. When men have conversations, they back up what they say. So it's either you can do that or you need to go to a girl podcast. There's plenty of them out there. Plenty of them got female energy coming out of them. But this is a red pill gaming podcast. So you're going to have to get over yourselves. If you're going to be a moist-ass maggle, you got to go. Okay? But go ahead and drop your link. It's not that hard. You can, you know, whatever you got to do, drop the link. It's not that hard. I promise you. If you're having trouble, I'll mod you so that you can drop the link, okay? And everybody here is hearing me say this to you. So either you're going to do it the easy way or we're going to do it the hard way. Not that difficult. So, but so I'm excited for the DualSense because I want the I want to see what it's like to go over like gravel and like if you're playing GT Sport and you spin out. Is it going to feel differently when you're on the road, stuff like that? So, yeah, I'm going to call the song Andrew Clay as a whiny little girl. It's going to be the name of the song. So, but again, I'm a fair man. He can drop his link, and I'll mod him so he can do it. So it ain't hard. So he ain't got no link. Well, I don't know about that. He might be correct. So, but every man's got to prove his case. So, yeah, he might love the hard way. Yeah, we may have to do it the easy way. You're right. But so it says DualSense show. But what I saw of it, I thought it was cool looking. Um, and I guess they walled Jeff Keighley off. He couldn't do the whole thing. He couldn't do the whole thing. So says so Sony invests 250 million, which is about 2.5% of Epic, but Epic was praising the PS5 months before that investment. Yeah, I know that. Oh, yes, you're right. You're right. Yes, you're correct. But if he's got some evidence, a link that says, yeah, Sony invested 250 million because of the Epic gameplay demo, hey, that's fine. I mean, there was some quid pro quo going on. That's conspiracy stuff. I'm good on that. I like a good conspiracy. What's up, Rudy of Legends? So, I mean, I'm fine with that, but I just need to see a link. You know, I just want to see a link. I want to see some evidence that's true. So, JP Loco, how are things in Australia, young man? How are things in the land down under? More importantly, how are the ribs? The ribs on a Barbie. So, just asking. Sounds like a third place song. Oh yeah, it will be a third place song because Xbox is mastered third place. They are the masters of third place. So that's why I never understood why they keep bigging up third party content, because all third party content has led them to is third place. So I mean that's the facts, right, gentlemen? That's the facts. So just it is what it is. He said, sounds like a third place song. I like it. So, yeah. And look, I'll keep it 100% with you. If he drops a link that proves that, I'll go buy an Xbox X next month. I will go buy, because you all know I packed mine up and I sold my shit. So, but if he drops that link, I'll go buy an Xbox X, okay? So, nothing on Google saying Sony paid for the demo. Well, that's fine, and it may not be that simple. It may be on a business page or something like that, which is fine. So, oh, okay. Well, I appreciate the. Yeah, I mean, see, Rudy of Legends, he boycotted the channel because I called him a man baby. So, that's okay, Grudy. I'm glad you're back, because Andre Clay that's in here, he's a moist ass blue pill maggle. So you're okay. You're at least you're not a maggle. So so it is what it is. So Microsoft showing only first party games next week. I believe Gaming Native, it's going to be a little bit of everything, which is fine. I mean, I'm not going to watch it because the Microsoft game I'm getting is the flight sim. So if they give more information on the flight sim game, I'll know that a day ahead of time because I'm in their information loop. It's me and a bunch of other people. So I mean, there's a bunch of people, not just me. I don't want to make it sound like I'm like some big wig, but I'll know. I'll know on Tuesday night if they drop a lot more information. So, um, yeah, Lansville Paul. Well, my camera, it's only like it's 720p. Shout out to the community for the donation for me to get it. But I'm going to go to Best Buy today, and I may see how much a 1080p camera costs. I don't know how much they cost, so and put that on the list. So there you go, Rudy of Legends. Good to have you back. So. Um, so Xbox X being discontinued, doesn't it kind of prove that the console is more of a cash grab? Um, No, not really. I don't think Xbox S was a cash grab. It was actually Microsoft's way of letting you take advantage of 4K displays. That was their way of doing it. So it's just like the PlayStation Pro. And but we gotta remember that the Xbox One S outsold the Xbox X and the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 Slim, or if you want to call it that, it outsold the Pro. I mean, the PlayStation Pro is the least selling PlayStation console in history. So it just is. We don't all have pros. A lot of us still have regular PlayStations. Say the majority of us do. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Now, I don't know what mind share is, but yeah, it did not work. I mean, if they're already discontinuing it, it did not work. So that's all I can say. I'm not here to say it's a good console or a bad console. I'll simply say it didn't work. So there's a slight increase in corona cases. Yeah, well, we know what that's like. So we know what that's like with the corona. So don't feel bad. Or the Rona, as we like to say. Are they letting people into Best Buy looking at getting? Yeah, they are in my city. You have to wear a mask, okay? If you don't have a mask, they are not letting you in. Now they may in my city they have some tables up front. That's where security is, and if you walk in without a mask, they will ask you if you have an appointment, and if you say no, I don't know if they'll give you a mask or they'll just say you can't come in. I'm not for sure which one it is. So but yeah, I'm going to Best Buy today at yeah, like I said, I'm gonna leave here at 11. I may leave at 11 o'clock. I'm not for sure. So, but yeah. But as far as getting a TV, you may just want to do the curbside service. I don't know if they're doing that in your city or not. Will we see the Canadian con man? And I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, the fact that he got his cheeks busted by a developer, that just says it all. That says it all. So what did Sony do to hit back at what Phil Spencer with his little microaggressions towards them do? They pretty much just said that we believe in generations, and so um, there's for them, they're not going to have their developers gimp their hardware or gimp their software to play on old hardware. So that's just there's a difference in the philosophies. And look, Xbox did this at the beginning of this generation because Forza 5, you had to have an Xbox One. I don't Killer Instinct, I think, was only on Xbox One. Rise Son of Rome was on Xbox One. Elite Dangerous was on Xbox One. In order for you to play those games, you had to have an Xbox One. Again, there was no problem with them doing this at the beginning of this generation because you were making a generational leap from the 360 to the Xbox One. Now all of a sudden it's a big effing deal. But it's only a big deal because you have a group of people who they want to play Spider-Man on Miles Morales, so they are literally just running around lying their asses off, saying, "Well, this is wrong. They're separating the gamers. This is wrong." Ugh. But Sick Humor made a great point the other day. This is the same thing these moist ass maggles were saying when the Pro was coming out, and he is 100% correct. Guys, we was one dude. I'm like, yo, he is right because I remember podcasts, and yes, the Canadian con man was on these podcasts, but they were going around saying, "You're separating the fan base, they're separating the fan base." And then as soon as Xbox X and Xbox S got announced, these moist ass maggles came out and said, "Oh, well, this is okay, it's okay." I mean, like I said, just blue pill as hell. These guys are just blue pill feminine energy coming out of these guys. So just you know. But Sick was 100% correct. I'm like, yo, he's right. He's 100% correct. So Now he's talking about $70. I mean, dude, where's your link at? Where's your link at? Okay? I mean, if you can't provide your link, then yeah, you're I don't know what else to say to you, man. I mean, everybody here is making fun of you. There are people on different continents in this podcast making fun of you. Okay? So they're gonna know about your blue pill ass all over the world unless you provide your link. So, $70. Now the game is DLC. Do you see what he's doing? You got no games to play, so now you're gonna come over here and lie. That's what he's doing. So it is what it is. You know what I'll say? Yeah, I'll pay $70 to play Miles Morales Spider-Man. Okay? I'll pay $80 to play Miles Morales Spider-Man. So, I did, Spartan God. I did. Well, I mean, who cares what the game costs at this point? So you ain't gonna be playing it, because you don't have access to it. So this dude said the game was 8 to 10 hour. Game developer called him out for that too. Well, because the game developers have not even said how long the game is going to be. It's a standalone game. Hit the like button, people. Hit that like button. But shout out to Jay Barry for exposing those clowns. And shout out to OBJ the Don and all of them, man. They just called bullshit on them. I'm glad they did. But Sony is hit back because of the generational leap. And they believe in generations and Microsoft doesn't. That's the reality. That's what you're dealing with. So, and I personally believe in generations. So I don't, and look, you're not forced to go buy something. If I want to play Miles Morales Spider-Man, I need a PS5. If not, I won't be playing it. It's that simple. All right. If I want to play Ghost of Tsushima in a physical model, I can either go to the store and pick it up or I can order it online. That's it. That's what I have to do. It's called growing up. Now, Jeff Grubb made a legitimate point, I thought, when he said that the people who came online and the people who are making these decisions at this point are the people who played on PS3 and Xbox 360, and they had online. And so they want everything. They want to, again, it's been proven now, even according to Phil Spencer, these guys want you to go out and buy an Xbox, and then they want you to be able to play PlayStation games on them because they don't want to have to go buy a PlayStation, but that's never going to happen. That is never going to happen. All right? So, and so they'd much rather sit around and just bitch and moan. And that's, like I said, that's some feminine energy. That's what women do. Okay? Women adjust to the atmosphere. Men create the atmosphere. Women adjust to nature. Men oppose it. Okay? And these men are sitting around moist as hell, bitching and moaning. Like I said, just on some hobosexual stuff. These are hobosexual gamers, okay? So, and I said hobosexual, all right? And that's what they are. So, it is what it is. These are some hobosexual blue pill maggles, So, complaining about price. Men don't complain about the price. Men go out and get it done. That's what we do. That's what a man does. That's what a grown-ass man does. A girl sits around and complains about how much the purse is. Oh, I don't want to pay $4.99 for that purse. Then don't buy it. Okay? Don't buy it. So, it's stupid, man. And you gotta, like I said, but I'm glad Sony still believes in generational leaps. They are literally trying to say a generational leap is anti-consumer because they got no games to play. Go talking about, oh, well, we're going to let you play a bunch of old games at better frame rates. Okay, well, that's I'm sorry, that doesn't move me to get me to go buy your console, but it may get somebody. I asked specifically in this podcast, Gears of War, 60 frames locked, possible 100 frames per second, ultra graphics. Is that enough to move you to go buy the Series X? And everybody said no. I complain about price all the time. Yeah, because I'm cheap. I sit down. I am a cheap SOB. I am. But everybody knows that. All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you all know I'm a cheap SOB. All right, let's just see how many people, because I know that already. So everybody here knows I'm a cheap SOB. I don't want to pay for nothing, okay? I don't want to pay for it. And guess what? You don't want to pay for it either. But here's the difference. I tell everybody I'm cheap, okay? I'm not going to go out and pay $1,000 for a graphics card, man. That's some BS. So it is what it is. Oh my goodness. So of course I complain about the price, but if push comes to shove, I'll go do it. I said I want a 2080 Ti because I want to play that flight sim game at the optimum level. But I don't want to have to pay $1,200 for a 2080 Ti. So I'm going to have to find one. If I want one, guess what? I can sit here and bitch and moan about it, or I can suck it up and start putting the money back to buy one. So that's it. That's the way it works, dude. Okay. That's right. I use a coupon on sale items. You damn right. Why go ahead and pay $2.50 for something when you can pay $2.06? That saves me money. So I don't know how I'm exposed when I've been saying that. I don't know for about I've been online for about 4 years, and I've been saying that since the beginning. Oh my goodness gracious! So, but gaming is a selfish hobby, and that means you got to pay the cost to be the boss. I've said that 100 times too. How many of you all heard me say you got to pay the cost to be the boss? Okay, that's when J-Dub came on the other day and was talking about electronics. He's like, what? I don't spare expense when it comes to my electronics. You're right. You got to pay the cost. He's talking about you got to pay the cost to be the boss. And guess what? You go back on that podcast and say, hey, look, you're right. You got to pay the cost to be the boss. And J-Dub has paid the cost to be the boss. And there is nothing wrong with that. So, but I don't want to pay the cost to be the boss. Okay? I will, but I don't want to. Okay? It's like when we booked our cruise and I got that extra room, or we got those extra days. And what did I say to him? Well, you throw in these extra days, I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. We'll stay 3 extra days, which you have to comp us breakfast every day. Okay? So they're getting something out of it, and so am I. You dig? That's the way it works, guys. That's the way the world works. That's what men do. Men oppose environments. Women, they move into those environments. And again, Andre Clay complains. So, like a woman. So, but guys, man, that's all I had for us today. Is there anything else going on? I know Ghost of Tsushima's out, but is there anything else going on that we should talk about? You all want to talk about before I get on up out of here and start getting ready to go? Just asking. Go ahead. It's open floor Q&A. $1.99. Oh my goodness. Eric with the $1.99 holla. The Booty Warrior has struck on Andre Clay. Oh my, oh poor Andre Clay, the Booty Warrior has struck. Yeah, just follow you a moist fruit booty. Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, you've had about a half hour to put a link in the description and you didn't do it. That is horrible. So, Fatal Sharad said, who is that? That's somebody who's moist, man. That's all I can tell you. I'll be one of the people that actually does. Yeah, I know, JP Loco. How long have I been talking about the flight sim game? Like, I don't know, for months. I've been getting more excited. That game comes out in, that game is 1 month out. It comes out on the 18th, man. I'm very excited. So, it says he wants, what do I think about the PS5? So far from what I've seen, it sounds like it's going to do exactly what they said. So, it is what it is. You want an armor? What is Armored Core about? But shout out to Eric for the $2 holler. I appreciate it, brother. What's your take on Ubisoft about? I didn't know. What did they say? I don't know anything about that. So I've only played like 3 Far Cry games. So I think the games are okay. Is that? Well, what did they say about it though? Enlighten me there, Gaminator. J Swole 510 says, "Sup with it, fellas? What's happening? We out here, we in here." So, being 4K on the Series X and X1, but then reacted the statement, then said no. What now? Well, it's got to be 4K because it's 4K on the Xbox One X. So, are they saying it's not going to be 4K? So, what will I get, the PS5 or Xbox? Well, if the Lockhart is truly a real machine, and I believe it is, I'll get the Lockhart and the PS5. So that's what I plan to do. Now, I don't know when I'll be able to get my hands on them though. I'm sitting on this money right now, but I'm hearing that they're going to announce the PS5 pre-orders next month. So the price and pre-orders will be next month. It's what I was told. So I'm sitting on that. That's why I may go buy something today at Best Buy and use it for about 2 or 3 days, and I'm gonna take it back because that's how cheap of SOB I am. I will buy something, use it for 3 or 4 days, and then take it back, talking about I don't want it. Give me my money back. And there ain't nothing you can do to stop me. Oh man. So it says no, it's only 4K on Series X and One X due to UHD in both consoles, but no comment on. Oh well, it'll be 4K on the PC. No comment on the PS5. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, when does that game come out? I mean, so I'm sure it will be 4K. Says, am I going to get one of those 30 series cards? And me, no. I'm saving for the 2080 Ti though, Fatal Sharad. Comes out February 18th. Oh, well, it's closer to February 18th. I'll check back on it. So, right now, the only Ubisoft game I plan on buying is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, I'm still one of the few people that's supporting Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I guess. But I like all the Assassin's Creed games. So supposedly the RTX 3060 is going to be stronger than the 2080 Ti and cheap. Oh well, if it's going to be cheaper, I'll look into it. So, but I'm really looking at the 2070 or 2080 now. So, but shout out to Blaze 4K. He's supposed to be holding on to his he's holding on apparently to his 2080 Ti for me. So he's gonna sell it to me for tree fitting. So that's what I'm hoping. But I'm gonna get my motherboard. I'll be able to order my motherboard on maybe Saturday, maybe. So yeah. Do I play Call of Duty? No. Now the last Call of Duty that I just played, Modern Warfare, I played that campaign. That's the best campaign Call of Duty I've ever played. I mean, that campaign, it was riveting. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed that. But if it's going to be cheaper, Fatal Sherrod, I'll have to look into it. Well, no, JP Loco. Nobody's cheap as me. I'm holding that card all the way to my grave. It's impossible for somebody to be cheaper than me. So, so I am not paying for it. I am not going to do it. So, especially if I don't have to, I'll like Harbinger said at the end of Mass Effect 2, he was like, "We will find another way." So yeah. But yeah. Well, man, if that's the end of the Q&A, which is perfectly fine. So I'm Get Torn AC Valhalla. Okay. So yeah, drop that money and support the game. So yeah, I'll look into buying Far Cry 6. I mean, I did enjoy the last Far Cry. Is it Far Cry 5? But see, that other one, whatever it's called, New Dawn, I didn't care for that. So, are you still getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla? Yeah, when I go up and pick up my game today, I'm going to put 5 on Avengers, and I'll probably put some more on Assassin's Creed. And I got to put my money down on Madden. So, like I said, I'm going to go up here and drop some coin today, as they say in the Witcher video game. I'm going to go up here and drop some serious coin. So, the only Far Cry game you complete was Far Cry 2. You never played. Well, I beat Far Cry 5, and is it Far Cry Primal or something like that? I played and beat that, but man, that was a long time ago. And a lot of people didn't like Far Cry Primal. I think it was called Far Cry Primal. So, but I enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Remember, guys, check out the membership tree. Like I said, I'm looking to change that a little bit, but shout out to all the members that were here. Paul G. I saw Ice Queen Gaming in here earlier. Super Lumen Hyena stopped by, and he hollered at us for a hot minute. Let's see here. Was that there? And the REC was here earlier as well. So shout out to all the members. They holding it down out there. Make sure you all get with them and let me know for the members what games you all want to play. Now, let me make this clear. True Virgil. Did you join True Virgil? I can't remember. So, when did I first find out I was chosen to be the Messiah? Well, like I said, one night I was sleeping in bed and there was this glow. And these 3 little gray beings were around me. And I said, "What do you want from me, you little 3 gray beings?" And they were like, "You need to be the Messiah of Xbox because the Xbox community is full of liars like friggin' D-Batch and, all these dudes that were lying their asses off about the Xbox." So yeah. But Grudia Legends, look into joining and becoming a member, brother. Would be honored if you do that. And that goes for everybody. Gaming Native, JP Loco, all you guys. Just look into that and tell me what you think. And but yeah, Lansville Paul, how are you doing there, sir? I didn't see you earlier. Says Microsoft or Xbox is in no position to hate. I agree. I don't well, if you're getting your tail kicked in, you're gonna say, "Stop it, please stop it." Well, they didn't technically abduct me, but they did come in there and they demanded that I speak the truth about the Xbox. So, and everything I say about the Xbox can be sourced. So, like, I already know it's not as powerful as the PS5. I already know that. I already know that it's not as efficient. So, but that will be seen as the generation goes. And again, I'm gonna enjoy Ghost of Tsushima, guys. I'm not worried about next generation. I get it. Microsoft is starting officially. Their next generation started when they announced the specs of their console. So, but yeah, guys, that's about it. I'm gonna let the music play on out here, and shout out to everybody that came by. Shout out to Big Cloud Gaming, and because he did a late night stream last night. And go check out the RGT podcast. Like I said, I was at work, so I wasn't able to get on there yesterday. So, but shout out to Marlon Gaming Nation. If he podcasts today, I'll definitely try to jump on there with him. But all right, guys, that's it. I will talk to you all later. You all stay blessed. Keep it easy. And I'm going to go ahead and let the music take us home.